Hi everyone, how are you all doing? Right, we are back to a CIDR video, part 4. Oh my god, it carries on and on and on. Right, let's go then. I shouldn't write this. Right, so 255.255.255. In the previous videos, we have done till /25 notation, if you have been following my videos. So this one, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be /26, which is going to be 192/26. Then we will break it into binary. Then we'll break it to binary. Anyone? Remember the table? I told you. No? Okay, it's alright. I'll put it down again. See, I'm being nice at the moment. In the exams, no one is nice though. You gotta remember this in your exams. Right. Guys and girls, remember this table as a breath, as water that you drink daily, or Red Bulls, etc., etc. And there we go. 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. So that's the table. So for /25, we converted this one to on, that bit from 0 to 1. So for /26, we'll convert this one, or we'll switch this bit on. So what's going to happen then? Do you understand the pattern or the pattern or whatever you say? This is what I want you to understand. Attention, please. Right, /25, 128, /26 goes to here, 64. So 2 bits have been switched on. Guys and girls, now everyone wondering where the heck did that 192 come from? How did it convert from 128 to 192 in the /26? Boys and girls, that's what it is. If you add these 2 bits together, 128 plus 64, that is 192, or anything that goes to 1. So if you leave it to 128, that's /25, yeah? Then you go to /26, which is 192. You add the values which are 1. Remember, anything that is 1, add them. So you add them, you get 192. Similarly, this is how it will work. Now, next question. How many usable IP addresses that we will get? So I want to tell you the pattern that it is going in as well. So a lot of people sort of struggle to see what sort of pattern is going in. So you remember, for /25, we had 128, guys and girls. Everyone, for /26, we have how many? 64. So you follow the pattern. So we have 64 IP addresses in total. Usable IP addresses will be 62. Usable IP addresses will be 62. And total IP addresses will be 64. So you're following the pattern. /25, 128 available IP addresses. So 2 of them will be allocated to the broadcast address and the subnet address. So we are left with 126. Just remember this, don't confuse yourself with the broadcast address and the subnet address SA. Also, yeah, usable IP addresses in /26, as I'm saying, It's very easy. Just need to know the concept. So slash 26, here you go, 64. So as we know that we have slash 26 here, we'll add 128 plus 64. That will make 192 here. Usable IP addresses will be 62. Where did the heck that 62 came from? So I'll let you know. But usable IP addresses are 62. Total IP addresses for slash 26 are 64. Remember, total addresses for slash 25 is 128. Then total addresses for slash 27, 32. Total addresses for slash 28, 16. So this is the pattern which is going on. So I want you to remember this pattern. I'm going to try to keep the video a bit less, but let's move on to the next one. Let's do slash 27. It will follow the same pattern. So I'm going to add this 32 in here. So that will, so once I add 192 plus 32, that will 192 plus 32, that will give me what? 224. So that's slash 27. Now we will convert into binary. I mean, show it in binary convert, not convert really. It's not really convert, or I'll say we will break it up. Convert will mean something else. So we will break it up. We'll break it up, not to confuse you. Right. So here in slash 26, we had 2 bits on. Now in slash 27, we'll have 3 bits on. Do you understand me? Just follow the pattern. If you carry on following the pattern, you will win. So that's slash 27, that's slash 28, that's slash 20, oh sorry, not 28, 26, slash 25. So that's the pattern, slash 27, slash 26, slash 25. Remember the table? No? Okay, right. There you go. 128, 64, 32, 16. If you know this table, you win in subnetting. If you don't know this table, you still win in subnetting. You have to be positive in it, isn't it? Yeah, right. So remember this again, as I'm telling you. My hands are not shivering, are they? No. Right, so let's be precise with this. So that was 128 for slash 25. That was 64 for slash 26. That is 32. So now for slash 20, that is 32 for slash 27. Now we will add all of them up. So if we add all of them up, this is what comes, 2 to 4. I want you to watch this video again and again. You'll get the flow. You'll get the flow. In the books, which is you read the books bits and pieces, a lot of people will not understand dot this dot that dot this dot that dot this dot that dot this dot that, but you got to remember this pattern. Now, how many available IP addresses we will get from this? Anyone? Do you have any idea? Take a guess. Exactly 32. So I want you to follow the pattern. Slash 26, 64 total IP addresses. Slash 25, 128 total addresses. Slash 27, 32 total IP addresses. No. Right. Then, so 32 total IP addresses. And then usable IP addresses are going to be 30. Usable addresses. As you know, subnet address and broadcast address are going to take their place. So those two will be allocated down there. So that will be your usable IP addresses range. 30 IP addresses in there. So I want you to just follow this pattern. It gets more easier once you know what you're doing. Then for the next one, /28, you have 16 total IP addresses. Usable IP addresses will be 14 because 2 will be allocated. And then next, and then next. Thank you so much for watching the video. In the next one, I will do /27, /28, /29. I'll try to do all of them. But this is all class C CIDR. Okay, once you understand the concept of CIDR, you are perfectly in for learning subnetting. Especially class C subnetting, you'll be doing like a pro. Thank you so much.